Don't know. Hey, Lord Zombie Fart. Took me some time, but I finally got around to watch you live. Welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so we've got the Advanced Special Forces training, which is good. And that's everything that I can research for the time being, because that is way ahead of time. We are now in November 1940. You know what? We're going to go ahead and start working on construction. I like keeping that up. And we are sinking stuff. 3 more convoys sunk. Cool. So we're going to keep on funneling submarines into that fleet. You actually need to say, we want more submarines! We're going to call this Submarines. Save. Okay. There we go. Bunch of submarines are on the way, and those are newer and better. Probably. Fear the Finnish fleet. In fact, you can be my defensive master again. Arsalo. Because you're supposed to be the defensive master. Please tell me you're on your way over there. Muscat has joined the Entente. Cool. Don't think there are any bad guys down here. The nearest would be Baratia. But we're doing an excellent job clearing up the Russians from this northern zone. How are the Mongols doing? The Mongols are being pretty brutal, as one would hope. I lost a submarine! Let me just double check that you are still set to low risk. Okay, you are. Good. And well, we could start doing some naval doctrine stuff. So we're going to get fleet and being doctrine bonuses, but do I really just want to invest in interdiction? Because I can't see myself going toe-to-toe. Hit and run's what we're all about. But we can also just get the submarine bonuses right now. Because we are going to have some pretty good dreadnoughts if we go down the decisions, which allow us to get those. And by good, I mean just not utterly terrible. Because that would knock off 200 days of research. I don't think that's hugely important. I think I'd rather take the trip. Well, who are we going to be up against? We're on Germany's side. Union of Britain, France. Japan. Fleet in being against Japan would probably be better. I mean, base strike would be the best, but there's no way I'm going to get aircraft carriers too. Trade interdiction would at least allow me to do hit and run attacks and also use submarines very effectively to cut off Japanese shipping to their islands. We're going trade interdiction, I don't care. We'll do fast capital ships. Aro Periari has fallen ill. Oh. That's my main attacking dude, so we're going to bring Iro in. It kind of looks like with all of the ships that I'm using, I'm going to need to buy in some more oil. Who am I even buying it in from right now? Am I even buying oil? I'm not even buying oil. Could have sworn I was. Oh, that was from the AUS, wasn't it? They don't do oil anymore. So we're going to buy it from the Pacific States, I think. There we go. Much better. We sank a convoy. We're helping. Really nice counterattack coming up from there. Please tell me we're pushing them out of Germany, though. This is where the real war is. Don't worry too much about Russia. Russia's dealt with. Me and the Mongols have got that. And we have another military factory. Magnificent. I think we're going to go with transport planes. You know the other thing we need to research? Better fighters. Because that's the thing I really want to invest in. We still haven't. And let's get some more convoys. I want to get to about 100. That would make me feel pretty happy. We actually have a full set of shipyards working on those submarines. So our naval production is actually really good. In fact, do we have more dockyards than we have military factories right now? Yep. Genghis is going to get to Moscow. Genghis is over here. The Poles and the Germans and the Ukrainians, I think, are going to get there first. Okay. All of you need to be over here. I think I'm going to grab half of you and put you on the defensive line. And I want this line to be going after Archangel. To secure those shipyards, of course. Am I going to ship an army to Germany once Kola is sorted? Once Russia is sorted, probably. I dislike how Petrograd's just there and unguarded, though, I must say. How is this war against Russia doing? Ruthenia's out. Russia is about halfway. Okay. Acceptably is how I'm reading that. And now we are the ones losing convoys. Why are we sending convoys up here? Don't do that. That's silly. That's just double check. It's like, that wasn't shipping troops, was it? No, I don't think it was. And I'm going to say that I'm feeling fairly happy. Oh no, Norwegian coast is actually where the majority of the enemies are. Alright, we are retaking all of those ports, so I don't think that you need to guard the Baltic anymore. You only need to defend the Norwegian Sea and the Eastern North Sea. Yeah, definitely. The Hellenic Socialist Republic has capitulated. There goes Greece. Ooh, what are those? Rather who? Belgium. Syndicalist Republic of Belgium are sinking their stuff. because we're losing hard against the French. And Spain is. Like, everything was going right to annihilate the Third Internationale. I don't really understand how Germany has done so poorly. Looks like Germany is nearly out. Yeah, possibly. Although Germany in exile will continue. Basically, they become Middle Africa, which is still united and strong. But I probably do need to head down here to try and at least stop the... Oh no, France has abandoned this front now. See, this is what the AI does. It just abandons entire fronts from time to time. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 French people in this entire front. Why? Why does this happen? And this is probably the same thing happened to Germany, and that's why they lost all that territory. They're about to get it all back again. The Irish lost a cruiser and a destroyer. But so it goes, not much we can do about that. Coastal defense has been finished. Marvellous. Request German supplies. I mean, they never say yes. Or purchase German light cruisers. Naval research speed plus 15. Oh, hell yeah. Let's purchase those German light cruisers. And then Kaiserreich Werft Kiel. German supplies U-boat production. Germany possesses many outdated light cruisers that could potentially be used to bolster the Finnish navy. We should ask them to sell some to us. Okay. Let's do it. Austria just declares war on Russia, which of course means all of their troops are going to run over to this front. Because this clearly is the most important one right now. Oh, to fall on Moscow. The last time Moscow was taken by a foreign power, a vast fire wiped out large portions of the city. Not so today. When German forces broke through the siege line to multiple places and converged on the Kremlin, Russian soldiers continued to snipe the enemy from the high-rises, but the main defences are broken and are filtering out through the suburbs and into the surrounding forest. Red Square, along the centre of Russian life in the city, has been turned into a makeshift prisoner of war camp, and burning debris was seen falling from the Kremlin windows, no doubt a last-ditch effort to prevent Russian intelligence from falling into German hands. This is a dark day for the Russian Republic. Shouldn't have declared war on Georgia, clearly. My oil supplies are still iffy as hell, so I think I'm going to buy some more. In fact, now I do need some steel. Which Australasia will happily provide for us. Mexico took 7 states. Central American Republic has been defeated. And now it's the CSA versus the PSA, and the PSA is going to get destroyed. Service by requirement. I mean, they are definitely hurting. 2.7. Ah, they wiped the stats. It was at like 6 million on each side the last time we checked. Austrian Empire is called in Bohemia against Russia. Russia's not looking too hot at all. What's Archangel worth? Only 5. Sartasin's worth 15. Rostov 15. Smolyansk, that's only 1. Lugansk 1. Yuzova 1. Novgorod, 5. And then once Russia is dealt with, all of these forces are going to come storming this way. The carving up of Russia is going to be interesting. I wonder who's actually got the most participation in that one. Russian-German war. I've got 8%. Germany's got 22. Poland's got 7. Lithuania's got 3. Baltic's got 4. Two Sicily's got 4. Sweden's got 4. Turkestan's got 32. Mongolia's got 7. I need to remember that when the peace deal comes about, because I do have player-led peace conferences on. So, like, what's Sweden going to get out of this? Yes, I do have player-led peace conferences. Five ships were sunk. I'm not sure who that is, though. Not mine. Although we have actually lost 5. All the old ones. Out of interest, how are the submarines actually equipped? Not very well. Fuel tanks? Oh, interesting. Can increase their range. Part of the reason I'm able to build these guys so quickly, though, is they're so cheap. They're quite advanced hulls with, like, the most basic of equipment otherwise. Player-led peace conferences is a mod, yes. Lord Zombiefart, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. My stability just does not want to go over 50%. Oh, does it normalize towards 50? I didn't think it did. Although it might well do. How are the technologies going? Because I must remember I need to research aircraft. Absolutely have to. Costa Rica has capitulated. That's not good. At all. Well, it looks like the French have come back. That's a very thin line of Germans defending. We really need to take Russia out. Russia is distracting all of this way too much. We're getting there. 74%. Hey, we took Archangel. Excellent. And just lost another bunch of submarines. Not so excellent. Buying some artillery from you. Still have 5. Sent to repair. Ah, and we have a couple of destroyers now in production. Good. How's our admiral? Still looking. Level 3. Skilling up quite nicely. Oh, we could actually level you up right now. Concealment expert, minus 20 visibility. I very much like the idea of that. That sounds great. And the retreat decision chance also sounds good. Need you get Seawolf. Who is this? I really wish hovering over this would tell us RNS, Royal Naval... something. I just don't recognise that crest. Morocco. Aha! Good knowledge. It was indeed. And that's a hell of a cutoff right there. Very nice. Turkestan Khanate's done some serious damage here. They are definitely going to be getting some juicy portions of this victory. I just don't know what to give to Sweden, because this is clearly rightfully finished soil. Can we take a Murmansk? Yes. Okay, so these guys are going to be slowly but surely dying. So let's hold, and let's go normal attack. You fought them back again, that's good. Austria joining this war was critical, clearly. Ah, and we achieved our objectives, excellent. Well, let's say that this is the next one then. And there is construction 4, marvellous. As much as I want to upgrade those, I really need to upgrade our Air Force. So let's do the Air Force, then the industry. And now Sweden wants to send me an expeditionary force. I'm going to say no, because you're just going to send them home again straight away. Wouldn't it be a good idea to start buffing up the subs and they won't get owned later and terrible at this game, so I'm wondering. Yes, except my submarines are told low engagement risk, which means they'll only really go against convoys which aren't protected. So they don't need to have like massive guns or massive torpedo numbers to take down battleships and stuff. They're not battle submarines, they're just harass submarines. So you want to have a lot of them, you want to have them cheap, so you can build a lot of them. And you don't want to have them using much fuel, which is why I haven't upgraded their engines, because I'm not an oil producer. I have to import all the fuel I use. If I could, I would get them snorkels, but I don't think I have the technology for it. Anything which can make them harder to find is beneficial. Things that make them shoot better, you still only need like one torpedo to kill a convoy. It's not that important. Purchase German light cruisers has been finished. Now, are we going to get any? Let's do the Kaiserreich Werft Kiel. By working with a German shipbuilding company, Kaiserreich Werft Kiel, we can rely on Germany to help us with expanding our shipbuilding capacity and redirect our efforts towards other projects. For a massive bonus to naval research. So Finland's clearly supposed to be a fairly major naval power. Right. We have 2 units ready for deployment, and they are super duper elite special forces. Let's have them drill and train up and get ready for a battle. I can tell what he was saying. Hop 2, 3, 4. Hop 2, 3, 4. Sweden gets to not have Russia on its border and your eternal friendship. I think that is pretty much what it's going to turn out to be. You know that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean where they have this rowing boat upside down and underwater? Those are Mordred subs. Yeah, except I have a bigger boat, because remember, my submarine hull is actually really effective. It's just I haven't equipped it with very much. Vientiane government's declared war on Mongolia. Oh dear. Hopefully that's not part of the Russia war. It's not. Russia is almost out. 2.5 million losses. I mean, for Russia that's actually relatively few. And this war got declared against Mongolia at a very good time for them. The German delegation has come to us with wonderful news. Apparently, good news, sire. They will sell us the light cruisers we so desire in exchange for a payment. This has further increased our faith in the Germans as a loyal ally, while also allowing us to, rather inexpensively, bolster our own naval forces. So we get 180 days of goods factories increased, but we also get ships, I assume. Yes, like the Kaiserflotte. We have 2 light cruisers, 2 freaking ancient ones. These are pre-Weltkrieg. Alright. Light cruiser, I assume? Yes. We will have them drilling. And then these guys can join the reserves. I mean, they'll work for escort duty. Oh, I wasn't expecting them to send new stuff, but pre-Weltkrieg? It's like sailing ships. Well, I guess that goes with my upside-down longboat submarines. In fact, they might even be the ships that the longboats came from. So we have effectively just reunited our submarines with their motherships. Uh-oh. Kingdom of Spain has capitulated. Alfonso XI has announced the Spanish nation can no longer withstand the pressure of occupying forces. Reports from Gibraltar confirm that the fortress has been captured by Communard troops after rapid landings and skirmishings across the coastal beach. With fighting moving towards the Rock of Gibraltar itself, Spanish forces put up stiff resistance, hoping to delay the Communard invaders for as long as possible, but were eventually beaten back. You want to send me more artillery? I am amazed I'm this low on artillery. Just how low on this artillery am I? Not very. It's fine. It's just because I changed all of my production to aircraft. We still only have 4. We build like 1.5 a month. Crikey, we're slow. Yeah, you're supporting. Good. Because once you've done that, you can all gang up on this bit, and then we finally finish the invasion of Kola. And we shall name it Pepsi. France is so screwed once Russia is gone, but they have... Oh no, Portugal's fighting on. Portugal. And Sicily is still fighting on. French Republic, that's these guys, isn't it? Yeah, that's Entente. So this is a big problem for the Comune of France. The longer Portugal can hold, the better, but I kind of doubt that they will. But once Russia falls, then all of this is going to go east. No, west. Empire of Japan is justifying against us. We're already at war with Japan, so that's irrelevant. Seriously, Russia, how much longer? Not very. Let's just do a quick save here. Because Russia surrendering is going to be a pretty big deal. Come on. Come on. There we go.